Come on. Hey. Go.
Throwing is Milton. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Outside.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Watch out.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Outside. Watch out.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. But it's no secret their season is not going the way that they want it. So in a spot like that on 4th down, is it kind of like, why not? Let's just go for it.
I would hope that would be part of their game plan going in. There's no reason not to go for it in that situation. But if I flip it over to the other side, you also know that their season is a struggle for them. You should expect them to be a little more wide open and go for it in 4th down situations. You should be prepared for that.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Play action, Matt Purdy. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Donovan Ezeraku. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I'll do it for you.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Watch out.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. He finds his man complete. It's Schaefer.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Milton now to throw. He's got it in, complete. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Milton. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Diablo Lenore. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You look at this Cowboy defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Get set.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Milton. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Niner defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
19.
To throw, it's Milton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. Room to maneuver at the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Matthew White set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Mozzie Smith there to bring him down. The Niners at 6-10 on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Back to throw, Purdy. Got his man down. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Will Lutz on
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Milton. They'll swing this out to Blue. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz will look to add the extra point. To make this a 21-17 game.
Next to score, Cowboys 21, 49ers 17. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Milton trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And this is caught. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Lions. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
The final shot before break. Milton. This is caught. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Second and goal from the 1.
Ready. Let's go.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Milton, as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Go, check, go.
On first down, it's Blue. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make some plays in their backfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
35, 49ers 17. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
42-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. That is caught by Dell. Touchdown, 49ers. Take Dell, 58 yards. And the 49ers get a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
49ers 24. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, Jack. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Milton throwing the out route incomplete. And Schaefer. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Cut my team. Cut.
Back to throw. Milton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Back. Hop 70. Hop. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Left side to Lamb. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way down to the 26. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
What's up?
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 163 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. McCaffrey is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
21. 21. Watch out. Right now.
You can do it.
Stop.
Here's Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The 49ers will line up for
McCaffrey, they'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They go with Blue between the tackles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And Niners take over 1st and 10.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Purdy looking to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This is McCaffrey on the give. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 169 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
Purdy now to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 30-yard touchdown. Ricky Pearsall, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Niners 39, Cowboys 35.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Throwing is Milton. Gets this into the hands of Blue. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. That'll be complete to Blue. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second and a couple. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
Ready.
He's back to throw. He'll try and do this himself.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This is 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Savon Revel. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Got it. Bronco 80.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.